Scott did. I think he did a nice job. You know, I have to go back and look at the tape, but I feel good about him. And you know, I like all those guys. The more they played next to each other, the more they know each other, and communicate. You know, I think it start to gel a little bit. It excites me.
Apologize if we've already been asked this, but Thomas was playing behind a couple guys last year. Did he need that year to mature, and is he finally rolled into the suits in?
Yeah, I mean that's why we recruited him. Hopefully that's why he came here to play that. You know, that's a main. If that position has to be protected to us, or you know, the inside guys. I think Devin caught about 9, and he caught, I don't know how many TD caught, but the inside guys kind of make us go in our passing game, and so it was nice to see both him and Devin step up, and you know, Brett's starting to feel really comfortable with both those guys and getting the ball out of his hands and getting it to him. But no, I was happy with how TD, man, because he really. You know, he'd missed a little time in camp, a couple of weeks with a bad hamstring and a bad ankle, so he hadn't practiced much. I'm really happy with the progress he made from last week to this week. He took his coaching and put it to use.
What do you think of Perkins tonight?
I liked him. I still like to get a little more production out of our run game. We've always been able to run the football game, and that's an area that we're just kind of, we're kind of work in progress right now at that spot. I was happy. I saw Starks in there a couple times. I think he did a couple nice things. So I think we just gotta get better, keep getting better in that area.
Were you happy with the tempo tonight?
Yeah, first half I really was. I thought that was a key. You know, and our kids, I think we were snapping it with about between 20 and 25 seconds left on the play clock, which is moving pretty fast. So I was happy with that. Oh, I see Brett shows up, so they won't want to talk to me anymore.
Hey, you still got us.
Oh, okay.
We're still around. What, in terms of Brett's performance, what did you see different this week maybe that you didn't see last week, or was it just a matter of having a little bit more time? And
I think he felt more comfortable in the pocket. I think he felt more comfortable with the 5 guys he had in front of him this week than last week. I liked that he's got confidence in throwing the ball down the field to his guys. I think he made some really good throws. I wish he'd hit that one to Devin Fuller at the end of the half. Barely missed that one. But no, he's not a bad little player. I don't know what he had about. I don't know how many completions he had tonight.
33, I think.
33. That's not a bad night's work. You know.
With Miles, was it good to get that out there and kind of?
I wish I'd have done a little bit more, to be honest with you. But they were kind of, also he's got to play defense too. No, I was happy how he. That was kind of cool to hand it to him a couple more times. We need to do more of that.
Was there any thought at all to kind of holding on to that before you go into, other games later in the season, or is that something where it just doesn't matter?
I don't think we're at the point where we can hold things back. We got to we take every day at a time and every game at a time, and then move on to the next one.